It's a Legit Bag Podcast. This is 11th episode. Sky's music, man. He just put out a soulful album, man. It took me back, riding down Highway 96 back in Detroit. Might hit a concert in Shane Park with my old school OG players from the D. Man, might go ahead and hit that Detroit hustle on the Detroit Princess afterwards. You know what I mean?
Shout out to the D.
But hey, I'm in here today with Nhale, and man, shoot, let's get right into it, man. So you rep the LBC.
Oh yeah, man, most definitely.
I like the LBC, man. It's got good Corvette culture down there. You know anything about that?
Not too much, but you can tell me a little bit if you want to.
Shoot, I like rolling down there to your music, man. Ain't too many things can make me drop the top and roll through down to Long Beach and all that.
Yeah, I definitely got that.
What's up with the fruit stands over there, man? Watermelon only?
Oh yeah, you must have been tapped in. I love it. I just got that today, man. I promise you, can't lie to you.
Yeah,
that's my thing, though, man. I support the local vendors, man. I'm all about that. We got a lot of Mexican, Hispanic vendors back home. Well, not back home, out here. And you see them off the freeway on the corner. I'm just all about supporting them, because it don't take much from me to just, take some out of my pocket and support.
Gotcha. Take me back, man. Heard you was the man on the field.
Oh yeah, man. DB, man. That was my thing.
Yeah.
Anybody, shit. I talk to my dogs a lot, man, and I was supposed to be in the NFL right now. A lot of my homies is.
Mm-hmm.
And so I put that same passion that I had into the football, into this music. But that was like my life growing up. I don't know if you seen the Netflix show Coach Snoop. But I was one of those little kids out there that they talking to crazy, but that just built, that dog in me, So I had the dog in me naturally, but that built like another dog in me to where, handle adversity, things like that,
Take me back even further than that. What can you tell me about the Pomona Steelers?
Yeah, see, so, that's where it all started at, man. Coach Snoop, man, Snoop, dog known to everybody else, but I call him Coach Snoop to this day because he my coach, but, yeah, he asked my mom, and my pops was alive at this time, but Snoop had the team going, and my mom called the shots, you feel me? So he asked my mom if I can play for his team, and, at first she was skeptical about it, but it was something that I really wanted to do, so, she let me do it, and that's what got me started, and ever since then, I was just a dog in that when it came to that ball.
What was it like playing for Coach Snoop? I mean...
Man, it was a life, man. It was, it's like he prepared kids to go Division I and to the NFL if they buy in and be disciplined enough. But you getting a new cleats every game. If you live far, he gonna send a car out to pick you up. Things like that. And it wasn't just for me. It was inner city guys that was happening for.
Mm-hmm.
So and some of those guys is in the NFL right now. Shout out to my boy John Ross III. He ran the fastest 40-yard dash at the combine. So he's one of our guys, and Snoop played a big role in his career and a lot of our careers.
Got you. Did you play with his son? I think his son went to Notre Dame.
Nah, his son didn't go to Notre Dame. His son went to UCLA. Cordell, yeah, that's mine.
Cordell,
yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah, we call each other cousins because we started off together. We grew up together.
Okay.
But yeah, I played with him a few years, but I'm a year older than him. So at junior clinic, they got where if it's your second year, it might be that player first year. So when I was clinic, he was on clinic, but it was his first year as my second. So when I went to junior Pee Wee, it was his second year clinic. If you know how that go.
Got you. And then, so you committed originally to Arizona, I think I read, and then you ended up at UW.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, man, that was a tricky situation there. And I don't think I ever got to even explain this. So, if you was tapped in with me at that time, I would have offers from everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I chose Arizona. I was committed to Arizona for like almost 2 years.
Oh, word.
Yeah,
okay.
So a long time. And it was like family to me. I came to my grandma's house. My cousin, he went to the University of Michigan, and at the time at Arizona, those coaches that was at Michigan with him, and they was at Arizona. So I felt like it was like home or like family oriented. So what happened was I got a offer from the University of Washington like the last week signing day. I'm like, man, why don't I just take the visit? Just, why not? Why not take this last visit? It's like fun to me. I'm still a kid. I want to just, see the environment, have a little bit of fun before I got to go lock in. I thought I could do that, and they told me, if you go on that visit, we basically gonna pull your offer, and we wouldn't be able to, accept you. So in my brain, I was real confident in my play, and I didn't like, I didn't like the sound of that. So I'm like, well, that's already that's kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So I'm gonna take the visit anyway because if I really believe in who I am and what I want to do, then this is what I'm gonna do.
Mhm.
So I took the visit, and they called me. It's almost like they knew I was at the airport. They called me before I got on the plane, like, well, we got to part ways with you, this, that, and third. When I got to Washington, it was like one of the best experiences that that I went on, best trips, and I ended up committing there and locking in with there, played true freshman, and did my thing up there.
Oh, okay. Word. So, basically, situation may have happened up
Mm-hmm.
there or whatnot, and was that something that made you kind of refocus back or fall back on the music or?
The music always was in my back pocket.
Uh-huh.
So when I was at Washington, I had the studio in my dorm set up.
Oh,
So
word.
yeah,
Okay.
so all the guys after practice or something, we'd be in my dorm, making music. But they took it as a joke, and I'm taking it as a joke, but it's actually good. So we had practice. You got guys running up to me, rapping the lyrics, playing around and stuff. So I didn't really take nothing of it. But now, those guys in the NFL. So I think as if with all type of guys support, a guy, an artist or something, he can get to where he's trying to get to in a sense.
Yeah, definitely. I would have been living in your room, man. You had the
Yeah,
music going in
had
there
the
and
dorm
everything.
in there. I mean, I had not the dorm, had the mic in there. I got a mic from my uncle Fred Reck. He do all
Uh-huh.
the beats for Snoop Dogg and my pops. But he gave me my first mic. We had the KRK beats in there. I mean, the sounds, and it was over with.
Got you. Man, I think like what the game's been missing a little bit is you tapping in to Detroit a little bit because you know what happens when we blend that West Coast sound with that Detroit. We get a
Yeah, we
song
got a
like
lot of
"Shake
that in
That."
us. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
That 2 to the 1 to the 1 to the 3.
Mm-hmm. Who's the guy you think?
Man, I think you should be tapped into a lot of people at the end of the day. We got a real, young OG kind of like yourself there. He goes by the name of Payroll Giovanni. Shout out to
Yeah,
the whole
look.
Finkel Avenue.
So look.
Yeah.
I don't mean to stop you, but you on my next single, man. So I got a next single coming out real soon.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
featuring Payroll Giovanni. So
Okay.
I didn't even, I'm like, where you going with that? But I'm real tap, so I heard this sound. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm on. I see where he coming from and what he talking about. That's that real street, It's
Yeah.
real and it's organic. I believe him. I like that.
Yeah, definitely. I think, he comes from that Stratmore block. That's one of the realest parts in the city, definitely. Nipsey was actually tapped in with Payroll a little bit. They was on that Shame on You record with YG.
Mm-hmm.
Tap in with it. I don't know if you heard it or not. But, Nip was definitely, getting tapped in, to the deal a little bit. And I moved out here to LA, want to say early 2017. So I kind of saw stepping into kind of a little bit of hip hop history with that All Money In movement and everything and just seeing that happen.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting to me because, it seems like that West Coast is really looking for that voice now and that real leader.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
I mean, I think that's where people like me come in at because they gon' want to read the story and they gonna want to see if they can find some bullshit or find some flaw in your character. They want to see where your mind at, see what you know, and see if you can take them somewhere. And I'm big on that. If you can't take me nowhere, if you're not teaching me nothing, if you're not, if you're not spreading, if you got it and you're not spreading it, then you're not really falling in the line of the guys that you're speaking on as far as Nipsey and the guys that I really come from, so that's kind of heat. And I was mad at that because like I said, before we started, I'm a year in, man. So him passing was like a big, like, that affected me because it's like, I sat back and I wonder like, man, who gonna be the next voice? Because when you hear other dudes talk or, on his level, it's like they sound stupid.
Right.
They not, and it's just bad, because it's not really what kind of men we are on the West Coast. It's not what we look like, sound like. And it's like we trying to figure figure ourselves out. And it's like dudes is making it harder than what it is. That's because you can't put it on. So I think once I'm not gonna demand it or like stand, or come in aggressively. But I think in due time, I'm gonna get, the right recognition, and they gonna see what's going on. And I'm gonna lead them where they need to be led, because I'm all about ownership and you know getting to it, and I'm all anything, and that's not even about color with me. I'm just about you know getting to it, and I'm gonna lead people. I'm gonna keep leading you somewhere, and that's what I think it's about. Take me somewhere, man.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. I tapped in with you about I want to say 2 years ago when I saw a video of yours on World Star. It's called
Mm,
"Don't Know Why."
Yeah, that was a year ago.
It was a year ago.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
a year
my
ago.
time's all messed up, man. That's my bad.
Yeah, I'm a year in, dog.
Was that with that was with Namek?
Nah,
That wasn't
that
with
was not.
Namek, but
That was a single. But shout out to my boy Nemi.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like how he can go a little bit. He
Mm-hmm.
got flow kind of like Burner a little bit to
He got
me.
it, man. When it come to like lyrics and really like delivering, Nemi got it. I don't think it's no Hispanic that's better than Nemi when it come to that. And he know that.
Hmm.
I tell him that all the time. When it come to that, man, they can't even see you.
Yeah, it seems like you figure something out, man, because you sound. I don't want to say totally different, but you figure something out. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Am I on the right track with that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you have to just know, man. You have to know the whole story to know, like, this shit really is trauma. You feel me? It's bigger than what it sound like to even step into that. You feel me? You gotta feel like it gotta be running through you. Like I get the same feeling that a fan get when he hear my shit when I'm recording it. You feel me? So it's like it's really that. And that's when somebody gotta really listen. Like that track In My Hood. That's really where, you feel me, grandma's is at. Like I'm tapping in over there every day. You feel me? Like still going on. But
Hmm.
the deal about to come, so we ain't gotta keep talking like that. But that's really where we was at. That's really what was going on. You feel me? So we just told our truth, and that's what I was always about.
Got you, got you. I always use the expression, man. Charge it to the game.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me a little bit about that song with Messa, man. That one went pretty hard, man.
Yeah, that's my guy, man. Shout out to Messa. He working with Rick Ross right now too, man. He just FaceTime, they doing some big things over there, man. Shout out to my guy. But yeah, he called me up like, yo, dog, I got this track for you. And that's my boy. We don't even he don't even charge him for no features now. It's straight. Cause I know Mesa gonna put it where it need to be at. I know the video gonna be right. I know everything gonna line up as far as musically. So, if it makes sense as it would with him, I'm all in. So he called me like, we gonna shoot this video. I'm gonna get the villa out in Vegas. We gonna bring the foreigners out. We gonna bring the models out. Give them everything they like to see.
Hmm.
We gonna take it there.
Yeah,
And we did it like that. And the song, shit. When I heard the hook, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna tell just a story about a time I had to charge it to the game. And just how I'm living. That's a lot of my shit. That's already what I was on, so it was easy for me.
yeah, definitely, definitely. Man, what can I say, man? I got a shorty down there in Long Beach. Just seems like she never want to leave me alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about No Smoke. So you 25 feeling like you 45. Huh?
Yeah, man.
Let me,
25.
I don't mean to cut you off, but man, that just kind of brought back that feeling to me. Like, I had to put my arms in the air and just like, man, I ain't felt that bounce since like 05. You feel me?
Yeah, shout out to my boy Amplified on that, on that production. But when I heard that, that's exactly how I was feeling, man. Like I said, if you listen to what I'm talking about, man, it's my story. It's what I'm living. It's what I'm going through. It's how I feel, So that's just what it was at that time. 25, felt like I'm 40 something, young OG. That's just what I'm on. And I was talking to my girl today this morning, like, even if it's kids that don't really rock with what I'm doing because they like what's going on now, you gotta just give them time, because they gonna grow up. But what's clever is I got their parents right now, and if I don't, I'll get to their parents, and then they grow up. But if they got some sense, their parents put them on it, and it's just what we own, man. And yeah, back to the that track, that's important to me right there.
It's interesting because I kind of noticed in that the way that your vocals are going like up here to this level and then back down. It reminds me a little bit of The Hardest Man in Town.
Yeah. And I didn't even take it in that perspective because I don't study pops. It's just like being a baby and only hearing that, and then you growing up and you getting behind the mic and saying what you got to say,
Mm-hmm.
But that's something that I like kind of like master now.
Yeah, I
And
can tell.
my uncle taught me that. Shout out to my Uncle Sam. That's my daddy brother. He just he heard like some record that I snippet that I put on Instagram, and he called me and he was like, you need to do it like this, like we kind of got the same voice, and he gave me the little pointers, and from that point on, that's like an easy one for me.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of like what's a little bit different, but of course in a positive way. But you
Yeah,
can tell a
but he was
huge
telling me like this.
difference.
I gotta find my pocket. I gotta find what makes me me.
Right.
And that's, if you listen to me, you'll definitely notice the difference and you'll see the comparisons. But when you listen to me, it's supposed to take you to records like that. It's supposed to take you back to those records, because I'm not trying to stand over my pops. I still praise the ground he walked, So I'm just
Absolutely.
trying to, do my part, and it's gonna do what it do.
Absolutely. No, I got you definitely, man. Your voice is unique.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's more, I feel like a little bit more raspy, but in a cool way.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
I definitely noticed you kind of figured a little something out. Something was different, man.
Yeah.
It was tapped into the song Options on there. I could tell you are you pretty much hands-on creatively when it comes to your videos and everything like that? Because that video was pretty tight too.
Yeah, I do all my directing when it comes to the videos.
Oh, word? Okay.
Yeah, and that's probably gonna change because the budget is bigger. But if anybody know, if you put it together on your own, you got to make it look good as you. So I think for that video, I thought I just needed like a widescreen video or something that looked better than my last videos,
Gotcha.
something like that. But guys watching this at home, that's independent, you can make a video ever you want to nowadays.
Right.
You can do it how you want to do it.
On an iPhone.
You hear me? You can do it how you want to do it, man. The way dudes is making it, just really believe and figure out something that's gonna get it to where you need it to get to. And that's just the hard part. Then monetize it, so that means get paid and don't keep doing it for free.
100%, man. The bike culture in the song Go Broke. You into riding the bikes, or
what you mean?
I just
Riding
noticed you
bikes?
had a lot of the bikes in the song Go Broke with the video, right?
No.
No, wait, no, that wasn't that.
Which one was that? You talking about the new one, my bitch?
Yeah.
You
was
talking
on
about
road
on the
ride.
water?
No, I was talking about actually no.
Or
I'm
in
sorry.
my
In my
hood.
hood. I'm sorry, in my hood. Yeah.
Hey, it's funny you asked that, man. Shout out to my boy Kelly Dro. We just was having a discussion today. He want to start up a lowrider bike club.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I do it, but that shit hurt my ass, man. The way you sit on lowrider bikes, that ain't no natural. You got to just park them up, and they got to look cool and take some photos. It's good when you got a lowrider, you can sit next to the lowrider, but as far as lowrider bikes, man, that's West Coast right there.
Of course.
So that's us.
I think I'm a little bit too tall for them bikes. What you
Yeah,
think?
man, I told you, man. Like I told you, we need to go play some basketball, dog.
You don't want me on your team, man. I'm horrible these days. Man. I'm
Man, all I need is a pick and roll. That's all I need. That's all I need.
I feel you. I see that the homie Larry June tapped in with you on the song Ride With Me. How'd that record come about?
I'm a big Larry June fan, man. I'm not a fan of many people.
Oh, really?
I'm not a fan of many people. I'll tell you straight like that.
Yeah.
I don't support it either. I respect it. I respect a lot of other people, but I'm not a fan. But Larry June, man, yeah, I'm a fan of him. So I was putting his project together. I reached out to him like, man, I think I need you on this, man. You're the only person I'm really like, kind of like, can hear myself with right now, aside from, probably one or two guys. And he like, oh yeah, man, like I've been tapped in with you. He like, my bad, send it through, and shot it through, sent it back, and like, no time, and got it mixed down, and we put it together. I'm still thinking about shooting a video, but the way things moving, I might just go ahead and keep it going and do another one with him or something. You know how I go.
Yeah. He's got kind of a unique voice too. Y'all both kind of smooth on the track together and all that. I felt like, so y'all kind of compliment each other nice. So I'll be looking forward to something like that. Definitely, man. You got one of them songs that I think me and you got the same hobby. Kind of dealing with all these thotties out here in L.A., man.
Dealing with a hoe or what? Is that what we talking about, the song?
Nah, we talking about So Long, dealing with thotties. It turned into a hobby.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, so look, man. That's just right there. It's like this, man. So, and it's big in our generation right now, man. This is why I meet. So, like, you got the dudes right now I'm talking about. You got the dudes, man, they getting their little EDD right now. They getting their designer. They getting their chains, taking bitches out to eat, whatever they, whatever they doing. And that song is just like, man, that ain't player. And it's like, how long till they go broke? Because that ain't really, it's like, well, that ADD gonna run out, the lifestyle you trying to live, it's gonna end up running out. Y'all gonna realize it ain't that because this ain't how it's laid down. And then, y'all gonna go broke and I might be hiring. And then we can get it right,
I feel you.
And then the women, it's like, they saying how they only want a rich man, a man with this, a man with that. He got to be your height. You feel me? He got to do this and that. And it's like, and it's like, what have you done to want all of that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So in that song, I'm like, used to all of the, how long till they go broke? She gonna go broke too, just with the dude. So they might be a good match in the end. You never know.
Yeah, it seems like you got a good balance that the dudes can relate to and the ladies can groove to as well.
Yeah, that's something I'm big on.
That's
if
different.
You ever hear my music, one line I'm gonna say something to the dudes that they can feel. The next line I'm saying something that the ladies can feel. No, I'm never gonna just dim it to one side. Nah.
This the album's fire. By the way,
Appreciate you.
I mean, it has a different sound to it. I feel like you're in a way creating a genre, that trap soul genre. What can you tell me about it?
Yeah, I agree with you. But the West Coast one, because that's like that's a genre being created by other dudes in other places, but it's not going on the West Coast as much as me and maybe like one or two other guys. But as far as the West Coast trap soul, that's us. And I don't know if we're gonna go with that name, but we can push it however it's flowing. We can adapt to the industry, whatever they calling it. But it's going on the West too, and that's all we here to prove, And once we get that in, it's like new life, new all, new everything on the West Coast. I think we can get some marbles, with this.
Of course. I think too, kind of adding on to that, you as an artist, it seems like the age demographic that you can really touch is really far out because, of course, like you were saying earlier, you got the younger generation, right? But then I feel like you got the older school guys that rock with you and that are gonna rock with you and rock with your voice and all that. And are you kind of seeing the feedback from that? I mean, I could see people 50, 60 even grooving to your music.
Yeah. So that's something. Shout out to Dom Kennedy. Dom Kennedy told me this about 2 weeks ago. We've been working on some music, man. He told me, he like, you got something, you got something, you can do something that I can't do. Like, you can get the whole household. You can get the sons, the kids, and you can get the parents.
Right.
And that's kind of like my whole thought. Not like I was just mentioning to you, like, if the kid don't mess with it now, you got to give him some time, because I was one of those kids, man, listening to Chief Keef in high school,
Is that right?
And yeah, for sure, man. I was a kid. I was in high school. I played football. That's what I wanted to listen to before a game. That's what we was on. But as I grew up, I'm like, okay, man, I see what makes the West Coast, because this is the type of time I'm on. This is the things I didn't kind of experience. These are things I can relate to, and that's what I feel. I don't want to adapt to what other guys talking about right now, what they got going on, because this is, what they was talking about back then is what I'm still kind of experiencing. So I just flipped it and delivered it from my point of view.
Got you. So you and Dom cooking some stuff and cooking up something in the studio.
Shout out to the big bro. Yeah, he gave me a lot of game, and I take that in whenever it's coming from a good source.
Are you just gonna solely be concentrating maybe on hooks or?
Nah, I do. I got like it's just a sound I'm working on. So I want to get like I want to solidify a sound to where when you hear it, you'd be like, oh, that's like an Nhale type of beat. That's an Nhale type wave,
Got you.
So that's what I'm working on. So I want to be in the box to hooks, but since my pop started that off, we can, keep that going.
Yeah.
As far as like if dudes want hooks, we can knock that out. But
definitely,
I'm letting y'all know hooks take me 30 minutes, dog. So, unless you want to write it for me and challenge me, and challenge my voice and send me a voice message and how you want me to hit it. But other than that, man, I make hooks in my sleep. It's all I really know growing up,
I think out of respect, they got to come through you, you
Yeah,
know, for hooks from when it comes
yeah.
to the West Coast.
hmm
I mean,
But
um,
it's like they had a whole year, dog. Now the price is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be
man,
crazy.
definitely, definitely. What do you got to say to these dudes pulling up in LA from out of town that think it's all right to maybe pull up on your block and shoot a music video? I see it happening all the time. They think it's sweet out here or something like that.
Um, I mean, LA. That's what it is, though, man. You just gotta hope those dudes tapped in with the right people. Hopefully they tapped in with the neighborhood that they in. But it happen all the time. Somebody get caught slipping.
Right.
They might not want to give up whatever they got, and they might be RIP'd, and it's a sad story. And it's like we didn't heard it before. We ain't gotta say no names, but we didn't heard it before. To where it's like but it's LA, man, and there's nothing you can do. We got an arrogant attitude. It's something about us, you know. Well, a lot of us come from poverty, even me, like so even if we got money, a lot of us didn't have money, or if we did have money, it was a time where we didn't. You feel me? And that's the feeling right there. You feel me?
Yeah,
And we
definitely.
all know what that feel like. And the attitude of that out LA is something different. And if you're not from here and you don't understand that, and you don't know how to show love to that, and you don't know where to support that, if you a target, then you kind of a target. But I don't have those problems because I'm from here, and I'm like, I chill with my uncles on the east side on the regular. You feel me? Like I'm going wherever. I'm not even the flashy life. We didn't had, not had, but we got the money. Like that's regular. Money don't move us, and when we see guys that's moved off that and that's their motive, I just shake my head because it's like, man, I seen like it's an end to that. It ain't forever. And you got if they got kids, think about that. What's left for them? How shit like that. That's all. That's the time I'm on.
I got you. I got you. I just have always, even me moving out here, been out here for about what 3-4 years now.
Mhm.
I already knew coming in because I was tapped in with the music, and just kind of the warnings out that you don't go to certain places.
Mhm.
You don't go roll down a place like Slauson unless
Mhm.
you know that you're okay with being addressed at the end of
Mhm.
the day. You know what I mean?
Mhm. And you know
So
how to respond. All that.
yeah,
You gotta know how to
definitely.
respond.
Yeah,
Unless,
yeah, yeah,
especially
definitely.
if you don't know where you at and you think you being a man or standing your green, like nah.
Nah.
You feel me? They don't even know nothing about that. They just, you gotta know how to understand their point of view. And I know I can imagine how it is for out of towner. But if you got to understand and you learn that and you know that, then you know how it is. But guys like if we here, we still have those problems. I'm from Long Beach, but I just know how to greet somebody from the other side, or especially if I'm about getting money right now, so I know how to keep it about that. If somebody on bullshit, I know how to tell them, like, nah, big, we not even on that, big dog. We worried about this cheese right now,
I feel you.
and
That's
you
where you
got
gotta
it.
be.
That's what you okay. You got that. You feel me? You got that. That's the time I'm on. I've been on the time he on though. So that's why I said like you gotta let some people grow. Cause I've been through a lot, so I had to grow from a lot of stuff.
hmm What is I kind of just making an observation or whatnot. Are you mainly blue or is it just like kind of neutral with like black out there, like in Long Beach? I know a lot of guys wear black in Long Beach. What's up with
So my
that?
color wise, what I wear?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just
Yeah, black
curious.
and blue,
Black
both
and
of
blue.
them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
My
Got you.
favorite colors. Yeah.
Of course.
Um, I mean, I like to wear whatever fly though.
Uh huh.
I don't really. I don't know. Like I'm into fashion though. I'm real big in fashion, so I don't really dim myself to nothing. As far as gang culture and clothes and shit. Nah, and I don't really monetize it. That type of look. Like if it's fly, it's fly. I'm putting that shit on.
I got you. I
Mm.
got you. Got you. Going kind of back a little bit, talking about like where hip hop kind of stood. A little bit in 2001, so to say, like when I was watching. You see, when I was coming up, I had to listen to the radio. I'm only about 5 years older than you, by the
Okay.
way.
Okay.
So every day 3 o'clock, I'm running home watching Rap City, the basement, because it wasn't like we could tap into YouTube or anything like that.
Yeah,
So I had
that's
to
where it
watch
was
it.
at.
Yeah, I had to
Me
watch it
too
on
though. I
TV.
remember that. Yeah. Yeah.
So you get where I'm coming from, but
Mhm.
I kind of feel like in like 2001 or so, like when that East Coast West Coast was, the beef was dying down a little bit. They went ahead and sent Fab over from Brooklyn and linked him up with like 213, and that's when we heard the song "Can't Deny It."
Mhm.
And I think he came back, and that's when we were chilling in the Midwest,
Mhm.
right? And I think Eminem was kind of behind the scenes, and he went and got 50 and said, "Oh, okay, the coast is clear. Here's Dre."
Mm-hmm.
And then in 2003, what we got Get Rich or Die Trying. You kind of feel like that's kind of how it worked out, or?
I mean, that's definitely like the connection there. That was big for Fab, but what the song that did it was I Got Hoes with Ludacris.
Mm-hmm.
So and I got this game from Corrupt. So people thought my pops was signed with Death Row, and they didn't want to really do no business with him because they thought Suge was behind it, and they didn't want to step on Suge's toes. Ludacris called up Corrupt one day, and said he had a project coming up, he working on it, whatever. Corrupt brought my pops. When he brought my pops, they was playing I Got Hoes song, and they ended up doing it. My pops got on the hook, and Corrupt was actually on the song, and his brother Roscoe. Shout out to my uncles right there. But the label, I forgot what label it was, but the label like, yo, this song's so good, we gonna have to take Corrupt off of it and Roscoe off, and we gonna push this as Ludacris single, and with Nate Dogg on the hook. So if you go back in time when that came out, that song, that record went so crazy. That's when everybody calling like, yo, I need Nate Dogg on this, I need him on this hook, I need him on that, I need him on that, I need him on that, And that's when, we got records like, like you was telling me, and the crazy collaborations came, and that's when he became the hook king, But it took for Ludacris and, Corrupt to bring him over there to Ludacris session and for him to know like, oh, he not even signed with Death Row. Because people don't know that he was never on papers with Death Row. He was just so good they wanted to, they wanted him around. They wanted him on these songs, and he got his cut, and he got laced. When everybody else got laced on Death Row, he got laced. The only thing was he wasn't on papers.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting you bring up Death Row. I see you rock the Death Row chain, and you make sure it's pretty well represented in all your videos.
Yeah, I mean, they been kind of solid to me,
Really?
I don't know the story, I don't know other people's story, but they been good to me. We working on some stuff right now where they digging in the vault and doing some records that got my pops on it and stuff where we gonna be pushing with them and distributing with them. So it's like ain't did nothing wrong to me,
Yeah, definitely. Is that like an original piece? Like,
nah, that's a remake from the company King Ice. So they did a collab with Death Row.
Okay.
And that's we got a real piece coming real soon. Not real, but like my logo, my own shit. We ain't signed to Death Row, so we not just supporting a label like that.
Yeah.
But we got some, like I told you, the deal just came in, so we about to break some crazy shit out.
Got you. Tell me a little bit more about the deal, man, or can you speak on it yet?
Yeah, not yet, man. Cause I was supposed to go sign papers today, but I didn't go today. I'm gonna go tomorrow. I'll be moving, man. So so tomorrow, man, and from that point on, we rolling, and you'll see it, man.
Who's that down there at Ithaca? Crispy?
Matt Cook.
Oh, Matt Cook, got you.
Crispy like too. That's Devin.
Yeah.
He from Detroit.
Right, yeah.
Shout out to the D, man. I'm locked in, yeah. You know who Bang Gang Lonnie is?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, I got some tracks with him too, man. Shout out to my boy from the Bang Gang.
Okay, yeah. I think you should tap in with a lady gangster down there named Tiffany Blade. I think she goes hard. I don't know if you heard of her or not.
Nah, I haven't.
But you should tap in with her. She been going at it for 6 years. She got a nice sound,
Yeah. Is it soul? Some soul stuff?
She rapping. Oh, she rapping. Okay, she goes hard, man.
Okay, and I like that too.
Yeah, she been grinding for 6 years, and she actually just released a West Coast theme kind of track.
Okay.
So
send me that so I can check it out.
Definitely will. Definitely will. Yeah, like I said before, I'm also tapped into another Detroit artist. We got one out there named Baby's World actually, and Baby's World, he's like Detroit's Dolph. He got that kind of voice, and I respect the homie's grind. At the end of the day, he's kind of that pioneer like Dolph. You know what I mean? He's just kind of in and out of town. Got a crib in Houston. He's coast to coast, just trying to get it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So me and
hustling though, sound like a hustler to me.
Yeah, definitely. I think he would sound good with you and all that. So. But that's just an idea. I know
Yeah,
some
nah,
artists.
send it to me. I'm not Hollywood, dog. Click on it, check it out. I'm liking it. I'm sliding in DM, letting them know like it's the time we on, man. Let's make something happen.
That's what I liked about you, man. You seem like a real dude. I reached out and you was open to do
Yeah,
something,
man.
man.
It's cause when I was young, man, I lost my pops and shit. It was guys that didn't hit me back or something. It was guys, some guys wasn't though. Some guys was real. And I always respected those guys. Like shout out to YG. He always was solid to me. Like before I even rap, when I was playing football in college, I hit up YG. I'd be backstage. He got a show coming up, tap in with him, boom, he give me, take care of me, you feel me? So I like guys like that, and especially if it makes sense. So that's what I'm about, man.
Got you. What else do you got in the chamber for the most part for the year? I mean, is it something like, another album, an EP, a mixtape that you got ready to go? What's going
Yeah,
on?
I got an EP right now ready.
Yeah.
About 5-7 songs ready. And what I'm thinking about doing is if I sign this deal tomorrow, I might I'm thinking about putting out another project like in the next like 2 weeks by myself, just to get one more out, independently, and let them know what time it really is, and then I'm gonna go in the chamber and I'm gonna go in the lab and load the chamber, as far as the deal with the label and get to working.
What was what were you exposed to like in your early life studio wise? I mean, did you see a process or did you go to the studio a lot with your pops?
We lived in the studio. The studio was in our house.
Lived in the studio.
It was in the living room.
So people would pull up.
Yeah, the booth was in the house.
Yeah.
Big booth. Just, this and inside.
Uh-huh.
Good
Wow.
soundproof, good big booth.
Yeah.
Were
legends pulling up and
yeah, regular. That's where it's at.
Who do you remember anybody you saw?
Sessions, like even studio sessions.
Yeah.
Regular, I can't remember names now. I was young, but it's the life. You feel me? It's regular. It's what was going on.
Yeah. Like, I mean, you would probably know if maybe Dr. Dre rolled through.
Nah, he for sure did.
Yeah. Did you ever see maybe like Eminem?
Yeah, I met Eminem before.
Like when you were young?
Yeah.
Really?
Shaq, all type of people, yeah.
Shaq?
Yeah, all type of people. Shaq was trying to rap, dog. He got a song with my pops.
Yeah.
I was at that session, man. It was crazy. Shaq picked me up. All I remember Shaq picking me up and like doing like this to me in a circle. You feel me? Like, I'm like, damn. You feel me? I feel like I was on a roller coaster ride or something. He just picked me up and spinning me.
Wow. That's really interesting. We just came down from the living room or something like that, and there was Shaq.
No, this was at a real studio session.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying it was like I can't tell you how many people I done met.
Yeah.
I remember meeting, and it was just time,
What's your process like in the studio? Are you a guy who will write stuff out? Can you just get in there and rip something? Just show up?
It, but my own process. I need my engineer there.
Mm-hmm.
I need him to cook the beat. When I make my best music is when he cooked the beat from scratch, and I'm choosing every sound that I like and I don't like. That's my best process. When he cooking that beat up and I'm right next to him and and we rocking. That's because it's coming to me. Whatever I'm dealing with, whatever I'm feeling, it's right there and it's happening right now, and it get delivered just like that. So I have him package it up, boom, and I go add my seasoning on it. And then you got the meal.
Yeah. I feel like your beats sound a little bit just different than the West Coast stuff that I've heard over the past.
Yeah, that's what I'm about.
5 years.
That's what I'm about, man. I come from it, dog. I'm not here to play. I don't want to hear that. I don't want no regular bop. I don't want no nah. And every time I come in on the verse, I don't no disrespect and nothing to my brand and my pops. But every time you hear me come on the verse, I want that like that nasty bop, like But you hearing, my pops, he kind of like, he could take you to some time and you can go to that. But I'm young. I'm a young OG. I'm going hard on, I got, whenever it's probably, how I go. That's the time I'm on.
Yeah.
I ain't there yet. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there where I'm trying to see. I'm not. I'm a dog right now. I'm hungry. I want it. It's fun. I like. Oh, that sound hard. That's what it's about. Not like I think I need to deny. Just what they want. It's hard.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm on.
I got you. What the artwork on Young OG?
Mm-hmm. So that's an old picture, man. That's like from my, either my first or second birthday party. You know, just a picture that's in the you know, on the stash that my mom's had in one of the little books, and I thought it was a good one.
Yeah.
You know, just it show you like, I don't know, if you look at me, it looked like I was gonna grow. Like if you know me now, when you look at that picture, it's like it looked like how I act, my nigga. Like I don't like I'm, you know, I praise my pops world, and can't nobody really tell me shit because I'm really me at the end of the day, you know. And if you really tapped into me before he died, I didn't even want you to know that I was Nate Dogg's son. So the fact that like I'm acting like this now, I got the right to it. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't know how to accept it when he was here. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like if you was coming up to me like, oh, you know, and he was here, I thought like I didn't even understand what that was. You know? Now it's like, okay, yeah.
How do you feel about the comparisons? I mean, are you okay with
Yeah,
people
that's what
just
it is.
saying, hey, because I noticed in the one song they addressed you as Baby Nate Dogg.
What song?
Or is it I think it was the one with Namek actually.
Yeah, and it's funny you say that, man, because I used to tell him a lot of times, man, don't be calling me that, because,
Okay.
you know, but at this point, man, it is what it is, man, like, shit, you know, my name ain't Hell, though, it ain't hard to understand that, you know?
Yeah.
You come to my Instagram, it's nothing about Nate Dogg besides me, you know, paying homage and, you know, praising my pops, that's it, it ain't me, there's nothing else besides that, because you have to hear how he used to talk to me to know that I'm the shit, you know? And I don't mean to say that, you know? I rarely say that because, like, I know I got to walk, like, everything I've been through it. Like, I deserve it, you know? I don't got to say too much. So, you feel me? It's kind of like the proof in the pudding with everything.
I think the music, you know, definitely speaks for itself right now.
And that's kind of like what I focus on, the music.
I mean, for real, man, like always what people need to do is just tap in and they gon' fall in love with it. If they know music and they understand like some of this, you know, shit you really talking about on there, you really spitting some game on there, man.
Nah, for sure.
For players like me that understand it at the end of the day, that's all I got to say. I don't know about no lame.
You know, and that's what's gonna be hard about it. But with the right, like you know, shout out to my boys at Ethica, man. But with this deal and the right push, they gonna hear us. You know, even if they don't like it, they gonna hear us and they gonna realize, you know, this going on, and you know, real players got a voice, and to buy the bag and trick on her for no reason, and she ain't proved nothing, and all that shit don't really gotta go on, because us on the West Coast, we still holding down. We still believe, you know, if she really the one, or she really didn't been down and roll with you, and y'all done been through something, and you know, she deserve all that. But we not just, you know, giving it to her because we just met her and we trying to get in her insides. Nah, man, y'all tripping. You know?
Investment wise, man, what you got going on?
Man, a lot of things, man. So I'm thinking about I want to open me up a few businesses, man, because I got the next episode brand going on.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get that. It's a brand, but I want to get a clothing line for it popping. You know, I want to put clothing brand in the studio in one, but I'm trying to figure out how I package all that up, you know, and that's aside from my main deal. So I want to get, you know, what I'm getting from the main label and invest it, you know, into my own, you know, label and my own deal. My guys that's in here with me right now, you know, they positioned up, ready, you know, they just trying to figure out, you know, where they need to be and how it's gonna happen, and you know, that's where we at with it, you know, really from the ground up though, like nothing. You know, nothing you would think, or nothing like off Pop's name, nothing like that. Cause no disrespect, but Pop didn't set it up to where we could just sit back and chill. You know, That's what made me do this shit. You know, to where I gotta get up and make something shake. But the only way they gonna hear me and hear my voice is if I deliver it this way. You know, and that's now I can. You know, I got little brothers right now that ain't never met my pops that look up to me like I'm him or something. You know, and I gotta take that in, and you know, gotta understand how to put that together and show them, you know, what's right from wrong and who they are, you know, and what, you know, and that's kind of not hard, but it's who I am, and it's kind of my purpose in this, and I find, you know, beauty in that.
So you kind of taking your brothers under your wing, so
yeah,
to
nah,
say.
For sure.
They in the studio with you and all that?
None of that. Nah, they in school, dog.
Oh, okay. Oh, they in school. Okay.
They young. They in school. They playing some sports or something.
Oh, okay.
Things like that, yeah.
Are they interested in music at all? Or?
Yeah, they can be. Yeah. Stuff like that, but hopefully they learn like me. The music will always be there, but they don't take advantage of that, you know. Because we need somebody to go to NFL. You know, I was supposed to. We need somebody, you know, play some sports, man. You know, because this life, man. you know, it's not what people think, man. I got this trauma, man. You know, like I got trapped in this life. I found beauty in it, and a lot of people don't really, you know, even understand what that mean. But like, music business and the music life ain't what you thinking and sitting back one. You know, like I was born in this shit, dog. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Yeah,
so like,
absolutely.
you feel me? They don't need to be born in it. I was born in it because I was in them houses. You know, they didn't have to be in them houses. They had good mamas. You feel me? Their mama took care of them where they was at. You know, they don't need to mess with no music. You know, they can have a voice somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
But if they want to, it's there because it's what's laid down for them. You know, and that's what I'm doing. I'm laying it down just in case. You know, because you never know.
Got you. What's your definition of young OG?
Man, a guy who done been through it. A guy who he got experience, which goes the same. Has been through it, but you know, he get all his game from the OGs. You know, he ain't trying to catch with the wave. He ain't worried about what they got going on. Own lane. You know, shit into old schools. You know, that type of stuff, man. Fly stuff. You know, man. You know, you can't put it on, man. You gotta know what being cool is. You know.
Right.
You feel me? I come from old school players, man. My folks, they Creole, we from Louisiana, Mississippi.
Uh-huh.
That, you know, that type of stuff, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's easy for me to really let you know where I'm coming from, you know.
Right.
So, you know, that's young OG, man. I got, you know, it's just the story, man. You know, I'm OG, dog. I done been through a lot of shit. A lot of niggas ain't never gonna go through, you know. A lot of OGs ain't even gonna go through this, so I'm really OG, but we ain't coming like that. We young, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where kind of, you know, some balance in it at.
You got more than just your brothers kind of looking up to you at this point then to be OG.
Nah, for sure. A lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people. My grandma. I'm at the label yesterday. You know, working. Grandma's called me. She FaceTime me. She like, where you at? You at your new studio? I want to come hang out with you. You know, and if you know me, you know my grandma. That's my everything. You know, so I'm like, but I told her I was about to invest in the studio and get one going on my own. And she think I already got it. She ready, you know. But
yeah.
She should though, cause when I was young, she gave me, you know, anything I needed. She made sure it was there, you know. So that's the type of shit I do this for, man. Like I was just telling my partner before we came up here, like, man, a person like me, it don't even matter what I eat. It ain't. I'm not bragging when I say this. Like, I don't even care what I eat. I eat some cup of noodles, some cereal, you know, like. But when it comes to like, if my girl, grandma, you know, if they want to eat some, you know, some top meal, 5-star, whatever, we gonna go do that for them, you know. Like that's the time I'm on, and I just feel like that's just, you know, I'm comfortable with that. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like I do it for the women in my life. Like that's what it's about.
So you got your team stacked around this time. You about to get signed and all that. I know you got at least 20 on your team right now.
What? Women?
Yeah.
Oh no, man. Look, when
you
I say
tied down. Nah.
Listen, not even tied down. We working on it. But when I say I'm 25 and feel like I'm 40 something,
yeah,
that mean I don't even got time to mess with little young thoughts out here. That, you know, when you 40 something, you know what you want, dog. You know, you ain't got time for nobody walking around talking about she a bad bitch and. Nah, man, we gonna slow it down. I'm trying to get some home cooked, some dinner, and it's not like I'm asking you to go buy it and whoop-de-whoop. I'll pay for it. I'll supply the environment, all that. Can you make it? Can you put the seasoning on it? You know, that's the time I'm on, man. And I'm young, you know, but I don't even see that as young no more, man. I'm getting old. I don't know what type of time they on out here, man. But if they want to keep buying bags, getting I take my woman out, you know. Well, I'm calling her my woman because we good right now, but you'd be bad a lot.
Yeah.
If I take my woman out and get the steak and stuff, that's because, you know, she worth that. But I'm not taking her out because, like I said earlier, man.
You know, OG, let me just kick it to you like this. I think it's crazy when I see on the Instagram how you get these chicks with a dude with a bag will take them on vacation and they show everything but the dude.
But the dude. You hear me? But the dude. Hey, and what's crazy is these fellas then got comfortable with that being the wave.
That don't fly with me. I'm sorry.
Hey, that's why if I do something like that, man, I'm on my story, not close friends, I'm on my story. We exposing the whole joint, who I'm here with, what's going on, you know?
Yeah.
And I realize when I do stuff like that, my story numbers go up. Everybody, you know, they all want to see that.
Right.
And that's that's what make me the young OG too at the end of the day, because when I'm, you know, I pop off. It ain't no filter on me. Anybody who know that know. I done been viral in my name. I done been viral in Southern California like 20 times, not 20, that's exaggerating, like 10 times throughout my life for going hard on the bitch, you know? And there's nothing I can do to, you know, so hey,
I feel you.
it is what it is.
I feel you on that. You got a favorite track on the album, man? Is it now? Let me correct myself. I want to come correct.
I was gonna say
most
no.
certainly. Is it an EP or an album?
It's a project.
It sounds like an album, and when I say an album, I come from that early 2000s era where album.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just I don't want to have my I don't want to have no sales history or nothing like that.
Okay, I got you.
Because that ain't no albums coming when I get with the label and we playing all that type of stuff and the right amount of baggage in there and we calling it the album. We got the rollout.
Right.
These are still projects, EPs. It's oh man, Nate Dogg's son doing music, or oh man, did you hear about him? He sound just like shit like that. That's where we still at. And then we I keep telling you, we year in so
right.
The fact that I'm able to be moving at this pace and it's coming like this, I'm just thankful and can't wait to see what happens next.
It doesn't sound like you're a year in right now. It sounds like you're OG, and it sounds like you're about 10 years in. For
you
real.
have to be there, man. You just have to be there. You have to the guys I walked in with. They've been there. They know where we didn't. They know the, they know the story. So when you hear it, like, it ain't just normal for it to sound like that. It's it's really what's going on.
I noticed on the one video you got the guy who screams out the window, right?
Who?
You talk about good morning everybody or something like that. Is he in your
that's
crew?
My guy. That's my guy. Chin Capone, man. He go viral with all that, man. He crazy, man. That's my boy though, man.
Uh-huh.
He got the inspirational stuff, man. Y'all follow me, man. That's Chin Capone.
Definitely, I'm gonna definitely tap back in with him. I like that concept in the video, man. That's an interesting way to wake up and eat breakfast, man. Y'all on some player shit with that, huh?
Yeah, not like I told you before, man. I come up with all the, directory and everything we doing with the video, man. So I'm like,
Where were y'all at in that video? Were y'all in Miami?
Yeah,
in Miami, yeah.
Life, man.
That was cool. That was a cool video shot you got. It looked like you were kind of surfing on the back of the yacht.
Oh yeah,
that was player,
I came
man.
right there, man, and that was so organic. I can't make this up to you, man. I went right there. I was dancing. I told the camera, I said, "Hey, man, get this. I'm about to start performing." I told my girl, I said, "Run that back." Ran it back, and we just, if you see it's a shot in there with me performing, it's a shot with me dancing. We took 2 shots. Boom, I was dancing on one, not saying much, just doing my little thing. Then another one, I'm rapping the words,
Yeah, I thought that was dope actually, man. That's something you don't really see too often. I was like, oh shit.
It's just in my world, man. I think I'm all about organic shit and shit that's really going on, So I like to just capture shit. Usually I would have did something like that and wouldn't even have captured it, wouldn't even have got a video, just whatever. Flew back home, still living, I'm just deciding to capture it, let people know, like, this is going on because that's what they like, But to me, it's regular. It's what I come from, But I give them what they like, okay. You feel me? If y'all like to see the cash in the ass, we can get y'all that,
That's every day for you then, huh?
Yeah, that's regular.
Yeah.
Just press play.
What creatively with your videos? I mean, do you got some in the clip right now or?
Nah, man, I'm about to go to Hawaii. If not this weekend, next weekend, and I want to show them doing my next one in Hawaii. If you remember the Nipsey Hussle video, Ocean Views, that gave me hella inspiration.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite tracks.
Yeah, Ocean, it's like, I think that's kind of low key, like where I'm at, like, and even me about to sign a deal, it give me even more of that feel, because like that's when he was with Atlantic, you feel me? And that's when, he was living life and really, it's like a breath of fresh air type feel,
Yeah.
Like, you can finally, really focus and not really worry about the shit that you done been through,
Yeah, that was, I think, he shot that down in Pelican Bay, I think, right?
Yeah, I don't really know, but just the view of it, and it was somewhere,
crazy.
it wasn't around here, it sounded like he was on vacation, and that's, so that just got me inspired to go on vacation and shoot something like that,
Definitely. Did you ever meet Nipsey or?
Yeah, a few times.
Really? Yeah.
His last show out here that he I forgot what it was called, like Welcome to the West Festival. Corrupt. I was with the Dog Pound. Corrupt introduced me, brought me in there. He was a solid nigga, man. Chilling in his green room. I was rolling up with my niggas, just chilling. Had my girl in there, just vibing.
Yeah, he pulled up on me one time. I I used to live downtown.
Mm-hmm.
That gas station off of is it like Olympic and Figueroa?
Yeah.
We actually lived in the same building when I first moved in. I rubbed shoulders with him. He was moving out, and I tapped into Victory Lap. I was playing it in my vet at the gas station. He pulled up in a black Maybach
Mm-hmm. That's
and
him.
rolled down the window and was like, "What's up, nigga?" I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, I couldn't believe he remembered me at the
Yeah.
end of the day because I had just met him once, and I ain't the type of dude that pulls out my camera phone and takes a picture
Yeah,
with you because
nah.
I like to keep it pushing. You know what I mean? It's more
And you
respectable.
moving like that, that's gonna build you a real organic relationship, and you
Yeah.
might need something that you might not even never know, or you might, whatever it is, and he gonna be there. Just like, just good business. It's always good, my boy.
Mhm.
It's always good.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, that's my story on Nip. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man, I see a lot of similarities, man, with you and him for real. Just from a realness standpoint, from an authentic West Coast sound standpoint.
Yeah.
Getting back him into a little bit back into him though. I mean, I do a ton of research on him, just like the free game that he gives out or he's giving out on YouTube.
I picked all that up.
Oh yeah,
I picked all that up.
There's stuff out
I
there with like
picked all
3,000
that up.
views.
Man, I'm 3,001.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
for
feel
real
you.
though, dog. And I be telling my folks like him and Russ, man, it's game, but
Yeah.
really him, because he right here telling it to us. Man, he was speaking about crypto before Bitcoin hit his little
When-
hit, and it didn't smacked it, and where's RIP to the legend, my boy.
Definitely.
That's
Definitely.
because it's like, come on, we got to pick that up. And I be mad that it's guys that been doing this before me for years and years, and y'all not really, y'all leading us to the dirt, my boy. Y'all telling us something that, it's nothing that we can learn from. It's nothing that, oh, you got money now, cool. Now what? Oh, you the fly, oh. What does that do in the world of somebody that didn't had that? I didn't had it and lost it all. You feel me? In my pop's world, my own world, and it took me it took, you feel me? It took me to lose it all to get it. A lot of niggas ain't gonna have it. A lot of niggas ain't gonna lose it all and have music too. You feel me? They gonna lose it all in this music, and ain't gonna be nothing to fall back on.
Right.
And nigga like me, I lost it all in that football to where it's like, okay, this music, we gotta get it right. You feel me? And we gonna, and I was behind the scenes. I done been in the biggest shows you could think of. I was behind the scenes just chilling, seeing what's going on,
Peeping game.
taking notes, you feel me? Any nigga who really was outside know that. They really know me, you feel me? I was outside, but I played football because I thought I was going, and I was, but this shit and the lifestyle and shit I really come from, I couldn't like set that shit down, you feel me? So why not just choose my own politics and pick up what's really, right there and, make it shake,
So you've been ready is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, in the sense that like, but if I was gonna do it, I'm not about to play like this shit bigger than me, Like my pops used to talk to me and my brother like, nigga, when I die, like this shit left for y'all. You feel me? Like we had some shit called the Hell Boys. Like that's our last name. You feel me? So my last my name ain't Hell, but nigga, we was called the Hell Boys. You feel me? So nigga, if I was gonna do this, it's like, nigga, ain't nothing, you feel me? Can't nothing really get in the way of this shit, Cause like, nigga, I was, but I wanted to do the football because I could see like something wrong with this with the music, like it's like the devil got his hands on the music for sure, for sure, and that's why I was independent so long and really just doing it, cause like I'm laughing at shit, cause I'm able to do what I want whilst niggas selling their soul,
Right, yeah.
You feel me?
I feel like corporately, in the music game, and I was talking to J.R. Ryder about this the other day, and he was kind of, telling me about how there's kind of no rules, and it's the label, not necessarily every label, but the major label situations always want to skew things to what benefits them.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't. You speaking? That might be right. That ain't my situation.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah, definitely. No,
I feel where you coming from, though.
Yeah.
But like shit, I'm coming in. Telling how it is, and we gon',
What other things if you feel comfortable touching on them, did your dad tell you that has really helped you out up to this point? Because let me tell you, I think, look, I'm glad that I can join your core fan base and be a part of that, and understand where your music comes from. Is there anything that he told you like up to this point? Because I think you about to take off.
Yeah.
Is there anything that he told you that you're using now, or that you kind of see now, or that has kind of come into fruition at all, or anything?
I mean, nothing like that. I played when he was here. I played football.
Mm-hmm.
So he told me he would be able to watch me in the skybox. You know what that is? Like when
Yeah,
you go, you know,
Skybox.
skybox. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know. So now, like, nigga, I want to perform in places like they got a skybox. You know,
Yeah,
stuff
definitely.
like that. You know, that's just the time I want to be at arenas. You know,
Yeah.
I want to switch it up to where like I could somehow believe he in one of those skyboxes. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And really just, you know,
And
let
rip
the
the
dog out,
stage.
you know?
Yeah, rip
Because
the
that's the time
stage.
we on. That's me and his relationship. But when it comes to the fans and giving them what they want, you know, we want to be able to do that, you know, and know why we did it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that don't got nothing to do with them, you know?
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. That's real interesting, man. Really I wanted to show you this, and
Yeah.
I've got pictures of Pac on my wall. I got pictures of Nip on my wall, but this right here, this is my all-time favorite song right here.
Yeah.
This is on my wall. I wanted to show you this,
that's
man.
my that's one of my favorites. That's like top 3.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
That
show the camera.
and Never Leave Me Alone.
Yeah,
You know, that's like
that's been with me.
and that's like the beginning. You know,
Yeah,
that's really where when he was. If you know your history, you were still robbing Taco Bells and stuff. You know, that shit real.
mm-hmm.
You feel me?
You tap up. Well, of course you tapped in, but Warren G.
Yeah, that's my man. It's like the realest in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Under Daz and Corrupt, it's Warren G. You know, like I was just telling you, I was behind the scenes a lot before I made music. Warren G, how many you need? How many wristbands you need? You plus how many? All right, you on the.
Tell him throw me one, by the way.
You know, you on the will call. Nah, it's changed now. I'm on the lineup, so you let me know what you need. I got you.
Cool.
But before that, it's like, you know, like I'm in town or whatever. You know, I'm trying to come to this and that. Okay, how many you need? Whatever. Wristbands there, whatever. You know, and I think that's love. I went to prom in high school. You know, I go and him and shout out to my uncle Big Fave, man. Insane OG just got out of jail from doing a little bid out in Montana. They thought that shit had something to do with me. Well, it didn't. You know. Shout out to my OG, just got out. But him and Warren G, they did a lot of shit for me for my prime to make sure it was real. You know, it look how it should be. You know, and I always respect him for that. That was a big play. It meant a lot to me and a girl that I was in with at high school, and that's that got a special place for me. Cause he did a lot of shit he didn't have to do, pretty much. You know.
Mm-hmm. What about Dre? Has Dre reached out at all?
Nah. Nah. And nah. I be seeing all on Instagram. No, he got kids that he don't even be talking to.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
Like a secret, or not secret, but like kids that to be. Hey. But when I see shit like that, it's like, oh, it makes sense. Like, ain't no telling what he got,
Yeah.
That's a legend, though. Or, shout out to the GOAT, nothing against him, but shit, it sound like he got a lot going on, and hopefully he can get to me after, you be seeing got the wife issues, all, I hope I don't never, feel straight game. I hope I don't get a guy like that, but prayers with him. I hope, tell him, but I'm working with new Dre's.
Yeah,
I got
right.
my own Dre.
I could tell. So who's behind? If you don't mind letting the secret out. Oh yeah, definitely. If you don't mind letting the secret out, who is that making your beats right
what
now,
songs? Because I got some guys.
I mean, like just this past, I call it the album because it sounds like the album.
A song called "Show Me Something." That ain't even on the last album, but "Show Me Some." My first song, how about this? It's called "Dollar Bill."
Right.
And that
that was one I caught on World Star.
Yeah, man. Yeah. No. They caught on World Star. I don't know why.
Oh, don't know why. Right. Okay. The Dollar Bill.
But it's a guy named L Fingers, man, and my guy that I'm in here with today, man. Shout out my boy S, man. He done been in a few sessions with me where he done seen my producer L Fingers go crazy, and he just. It's something, I don't know, man. His name is L Fingers, but the fingers is something I need to click with you because his fingers go crazy when it comes to making them beats and them sounds, my boys. And it's like, he got a sound that I heard Sugar Free last album. I forgot the name of it, but heard a song called Premium Game, a song called Don't Be Thinking With Your Dick featuring Snoop Dogg, and another song called Useless.
Mm-hmm.
And the sounds that I was getting from there, it gave me the thought like, man, this is like nobody has produced a sound like this out west before, you know. And I'm like, I need to go find him. You feel me? So I went and found him, and we made, you know, a few of my projects, a few singles. And then there's another guy named Ace Beast. I don't know if you heard of Doggy Style, but that's my guy out in the IE, man. Shout out to Doggy Style. Me and him got an EP coming up, but he doing a lot of crazy numbers. You know, they think, you know, the people think, you know, he remind them of one of our old legends, but I think he himself, and once they buy into that, you know, he gonna go. But it's a guy that make our beats called Ace Beats out in the IE, and he off the chain, dog.
What has Snoop gave you any advice? I mean, I wanted to kind of touch base on some that I saw, and I definitely didn't want to speak on it without, you know, knowing the background to it, because I don't know what you guys' relationship really is up to this point. But the whole Ty Dolla $ign situation. I mean, that's kind of old, but
yeah, what you mean by it?
I mean, I think he said that what was it, Ty Dolla $ign? He was going to run the hooks by Ty Dolla $ign on the West Coast or something like that, or
you mean he said Ty Dolla $ign, a new Nate Dogg?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Like I said, I don't want to speak on that.
Yeah. But let me send my let me put this phone down. Yeah, man, it's all love right there. Ty Dolla $ign not the new Nate Dogg though, and I'm not the new Nate Dogg. Nate Dogg is Nate Dogg, and that's what we gotta get a kind of good understanding of, cause my pops ain't even already get his flowers how he was supposed to.
Right.
So we not even about to do that, you know. We're not gonna do it like that. And then when we want to think of somebody that kind of come close to it or got some sounds, we gonna go to the main source. You know, that's what we gonna do.
Of course,
it's gonna happen that way.
Yeah,
and if it ain't gonna happen that way, it's just not no ifs. That's all I was on, you know, and you know, and I feel like that. As long as I say that, that's how I feel, and that's what I believe. I could afford to live like that, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what it is, because I know shit behind the scenes. You know, I know certain shit that a lot of people don't know. I know when it's my time to speak. I know when I only can say certain things that can't nobody else say. And that's what one of those times was. That's all it was. And that's my Coach Snoop, my uncle. I love him to death. I can remember him telling me to run the play in the huddle when I was like 11. You feel me? So it go deeper than him, you know, it go deeper than all this music shit. Like, right, we gonna get understanding regardless, you feel me? Like, that's, he used to send a car to come pick me up, you feel me, at my grandma's house, you feel me, every day in like 5th, 6th grade, you feel me? Like, so I know, you feel me, whatever, I know he don't mean no harm or whatever, but you just gotta show him what time I'm on, you know?
Yeah, it's you know, I respect a lot of the OGs out here as men. They real men. It seems like they're real different out here on the West Coast, for real.
Yeah.
And I respect Snoop as a man, because, you know, he's a real cultural icon. But just what he's doing with that football team, and I did see the Coach Snoop series or whatnot, is just amazing to me. And
that shit real.
Yeah.
I was one of them kids, so I'm telling you, that's real. Shout out to Coach K-Mac. That's a coach on there that's really teaching them kids how to be coachable and really create a dog. I can't even explain it to you, but
dogs
like,
coming out of that league.
If you a parent, you gotta sit back and let your kid get talked to like that, get coached like that, because it's a purpose behind that. It's not like this grown adult is just talking to your kid crazy or nothing.
Right.
Nah, but they got some crazy terms. They got some crazy game, you know, to where, you know, once the kid grow and whatever, he know what everything look like. He's smart. You know, they raising some real wise young men over there. And I was one of them, you know?
Definitely. Well, hey, man, we wrapping it up right now. Tap into that new album. I say album, EP, project of
It's
Nhale.
album, man, but we got another one on the way, man.
Yeah, definitely. It's the next episode. Hey, man, I really appreciate you coming by. And I want to say, man, hey, I'm definitely tapped in with you.
Yeah.
I believe in your career, man, definitely.
Yeah,
and I wish you nothing but success. And I'm going to definitely be listening. I think you're about to take off, man.
Thank
for
you,
real.
bro. I appreciate you for that. For real. We locked in for forever now. At this point, we locked in, dog.
That's a bet. Appreciate you, brother.
Love.